Okay, hi you guys. Good morning. So, I feel better today. I look better today. I guess I just need to scrub my face because it looks like it's quite a glow. But yeah, I feel better after I pray and I've been studying the Bible. So I joined the Tony Evans. It's like Bible courses that he has, and it's you write notes, you journal, and things like that. So I do like that. It's definitely made me feel better because I'll be honest, at the age of 35, that's how old I am, you can just feel like your life is supposed to be somewhere else. And if it's not there, like, I can't remember if I told y'all not, but when I had first, I was cleaning out my fridge and stuff at my old place, it was just like the enemy tried to tell me, like, I was a failure. And I just cried, but it's also like I knew I wasn't a failure. It's like I'm going through all of this, but I feel like it's all a part of God's plan because before I went through all of this, I did fast. And in that fast, like I said, I wanted to move. What else was on there? I would have to write it on here to let y'all know what else was on there. But I got everything that I was praying for. And then some things, it's just, it has not happened yet. But I know it's going to happen because my last night of prayer with my fast, I think it was a 7-day dry fast I did. Or was it a Daniel fast? It was one of those. But I remember when I was praying, I just heard God say, it's finished. And so I'm not sure what is finished. It could be something he already has in the works for me. And everything that I was doing could have been holding me back for what he has planned for me. So me letting go of these things, it wasn't necessarily hard, especially my apartment. It definitely won't, because one, it was overpriced. And don't get me wrong, once again, I loved my view. My view was the reason I got the apartment. Everything else was just like, But yeah, I'm being so honest. But yeah. So it was not hard for me to let that go because honestly, once I finished cleaning, I just walked right out. I didn't do no, okay guys, this is it, let's say goodbye. Like, I literally just left and I did not look back because all I remember is Lot wife. So even with the salon suite, I did the same thing with that. I cleaned it out and I was like, I'm out of here. I hugged one of my suite mates goodbye. I will miss seeing them. But for me to talk about these things now, it's not that I'm trying to down it, but this is really how I felt. So me leaving is really me being set free, and I'm thankful. I just never felt like either of those places was mine. I don't know if I told y'all this before. I never felt like that apartment was mine. I never felt like that salon suite was mine. Both of those were honestly rushed. Was I able to pay it at one point? Yeah, I was, but it definitely felt rushed. So if y'all know, I had a very close friend of mine pass away. So I was living at a place that was 2 blocks over from where I had moved to. Once he passed away, it was already in the works of am I staying here or I'm leaving here? And so once he passed away, I was like, I'm definitely out of here because he was just always at my place. And it's like I come in, I could just see his shoes at the door, and it's just like, I don't want to be here no more. So I decided to end my lease. I did not look for a lease I really wasn't looking for another place because, I was looking, but it's just nothing was capturing my eye. The thing was, I really had no energy to really look. I was fighting depression because I was just crying that the whole end of last year, just crying nonstop. It was just really hard. If you never experienced somebody passing away close to you and then suddenly it's a lot. It's a lot. So last minute I did go look at this place. I loved the view or whatever. As soon as I saw the view, I was like, I'll take it. But the actual apartment and the layout itself, it was not for me because I do believe in feng shui and I ain't have it. Okay, next was my salon suite. So this is something that I had to get an attorney for. Not the one I left out of, but before that suite, I was working in another suite. My business was growing. I needed more space, so I was moving to a different room. So I signed a lease for another room. Go in the room or whatever and realize like the floor is not level. Like it's a huge, like 1 foot up, 1 foot down. Is not leveled at all. So I tell the manager, property manager, whatever you want to call them, I don't know. I told them the floor is not level and I cannot work under these conditions whatsoever, so I'm just going to stay in my room. They tell me, oh, well, somebody already signed a lease to your room, so you can't stay in your room. Can you just build a platform for it? Blah, blah, blah. Like, absolutely not. And my issue was y'all knew the floor wasn't leveled before I moved in there. I just did not realize it because somebody was actually in that room, but they moved out, and now I know why they moved out. So I felt like that was false advertisement. They took advantage of me, so I had to get an attorney to leave that one. So I leave that one. I really did not like the suite that I went to. I didn't. The only thing that got me was the windows. That's all I love. I love a window. I love a view. Windows and views is just my thing. So that's why I moved there, but I never felt like it was mine. I could never decorate right. I had it painted. I had them take the paint off. Like, it just was not it. And then, like, the atmosphere just seemed kind of gloomy. And it's crazy because once I left, one of my clients was like, oh, thank God. Like, a few of them were just like, I like it better over here. Talking about the place that I was temporarily using. Because they felt like the other place was a prison. And it's like, oh my God, I totally felt the same way. I wish you would have said something. But yeah, so that was rushed. I literally had to move there within probably like 2 or 3 days. So that was very rushed. It was not my first choice, but it's hard finding a place to rent from. Anyways, I think that's about it. So it's just being 35. You feel like your life should just be like, I should be financially stable. I should be just in the place that I really want, just living my best life. I'm not even talking about no relationship or marriage. Like, that's something that, do I want that one day? Sure. But am I pressed on it? Absolutely not. I've seen too many people get in relationships or marriage, and it's like they just want the title. And I think people take the single life for granted. There is just so much you can be doing when you're single, and that's why I'm never pressed on it. Like, do I miss intimacy and stuff? Of course, but that's not something I'm pressed for. Like, especially, I've always had men. I've always had men. So for me now to not have them, like, I'm good. I've had them, you know. So I've been through the attention phase and all that. And once you go through all that, you just don't date anybody. You just don't want to settle with anybody. Like, you're just good. Trust me, I'm good. But yeah. Anyways, that's it. I gotta get back to studying, and my food gonna get cold. I just want to stop and check in, let y'all know I'm feeling better. I do feel like, I'm just where God needs me to be, because the crazy part is, when I look back through my dream book, I was walking out here with my sisters, and my sister that I now live with told me, you're going to like it out here. And that dream, I think, was back in like March. We are now in June. So a lot of things that I'm going through now, like, God been gave me a dream about this. So that's why I can say I'm right where I'm supposed to be. So it's important to write down your dreams that God gives you, write down your vision. So when you go through these things, you won't exactly go into panic, but you will know that you're right where God needs you to be, because He clearly has to do some shaping, some molding, like change your heart, change your mind. So I feel like that's what I'm going through. It's an easy no, because one, I miss having my own place. I don't miss paying bills, but I miss having my own place. And I don't know, I don't feel Cajun, but I feel Cajun, if that makes sense. So yeah, But anyway, let me go. I rambled enough. I gotta get back to studying. Bye.